China, aka China Wina, and welcome back to my castle. Today we're going to be looking at what cycles are you closing. Okay, we're getting to the end of 2021, and by the time I upload this it might already be 2022. I'm not sure, maybe not. But we're just going to see what cycles you're closing right now. Okay, so this King of Wands is pile 1. The Two of Swords is for pile 2, coincidentally. And the Queen of Cups is for pile 3, okay? So go ahead and choose, and I will see you there. What is up, my pile 1s? If you chose this King of Wands tarot card, then congratulations, you have made it to your pile. Okay, so let's look at what cycle you're closing. We can talk tarot energies. The Fool and the Star are here, so Aquarius, the Lovers is here, Gemini. So lots of air energy. And then I was getting Sagittarius too, but you might be a fire sign in general because there's a lot of wands. The King of Wands, the Queen of Wands is here, and the Nine of Wands, and then the Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. And the Ace of Swords is here, so more air energy. Okay, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right, cool. Also, you could possibly be, so I already said Aries, you could also be a Scorpio, maybe. So let's get right into it. Okay, so I'm getting that the cycle you are closing is you taking more control over your life, not so much letting other people decide things for you, and not so much, I don't want to say you're a pushover, because I don't get that you're a pushover. I just get that you're very optimistic and kind of go with the flow, kind of do your own thing. But that's why I was kind of like, you might be a Sagittarius. Don't quote me on that, okay? But yeah, so you're not necessarily a pushover, but you're just very optimistic, go with the flow. I feel like you trust people in a way, but at the same time you don't. So it's like when things happen, you might tell yourself like, oh, I don't care, like it doesn't matter. But I'm getting that you very much do care, and I'm getting that you what cycle you're closing up is taking more control. And you might also be the type of person who isn't trying to have that much responsibility. Like, you don't want to have much weighing on you, you don't want to have many burdens on you. You might really like to have fun, like I said, and just go with the flow. But it seems like you are more than qualified to handle the things that are being thrown at you, and the things that you might be avoiding taking an active leadership role in. For some of you, this might be a relationship with the Lovers here, but I'm also getting this could just be in connections in general. When you're in a connection with somebody, you kind of let them maybe set the scene, not necessarily take control, but you kind of let them set the scene, set the tone for how the relationship may go. This doesn't only have to be romantic. This could be platonic, family, things of that nature. I am getting, for some of you, it's more romantic. And so, you know, I'm getting that when things are you might also, sorry, I'm switching topics kind of fast. You might also be somebody who is, you might have lack mentality. You could be an earth sign, because you might be very like protective of your money. That's something that you very much do not play with when it comes to that. And I'm feeling like maybe there was a situation where at first you were going with the flow, and then something happened with some money or something of that nature, and so now it's like you're having to really put your foot down and put yourself in that leadership position, because it's like, I'm clearly the only one that can do it. I feel like I don't know why I'm hearing, do I have to do everything around here? You know what I mean? And so I'm getting that it's not, I don't get that you're timid. The King of Wands is here and the Queen of Wands. And so the King of Wands I feel like you have both of these, this masculine and this feminine energy within you, no matter what gender you are. And I feel like it's quite balanced. But the thing is, I feel like you just don't feel bothered a lot of the time to actually speak up, to actually be like, look, I'm going to take over. Like, basically, I'm more qualified for this than any of you. And I feel like now you're kind of being pushed into a position to, like, you know, really take control and, you know, do things the way that you want to do them, because like you're the only one who can get things done the way you want them to be done. And yeah, I don't feel like you really have, like I said, I don't feel like you have a problem with speaking up. It's just, you're just like, ugh, like, do I feel like it? I literally get that. It's like, do I feel like it? And then the Ace of Swords is here, so it's like you're very smart. You have all of the ideas and the mental clarity in the world, and I feel like they come to you like it's nothing. And I feel like maybe if you're in a connection right now, romantic or platonic, it's like there's been kind of a clashing of either ideas or methods, and you're noticing that the way your person is doing things is either not efficient or is just not the way you want to do things. And this might be something that is your idea to begin with, like whatever this, okay, so like it's this whole thing that maybe you're trying to do, maybe you're trying to start, maybe a business or something of that nature. I'm getting us involving money, and your person kind of seems to want to do things a different way, you know, that may not be as efficient, and they might be kind of, you know, not as qualified as you are to really make something pop. And you notice it, so you're kind of like, you're looking and you're like, they're looking that way, you're looking that way, you're like, I feel like there's a more efficient way to do this. And you have all these ideas of how to make something happen easier or faster or better, or yield better results. And it's like, I feel like in the past you've gone through this many times with people where you kind of let people do their thing, and then, you know, come to find out is like it didn't do as well as maybe you wanted to, or maybe, you know, you had hoped it would, because, you know, you didn't take on that leadership role. It's like you are a leader for sure. You are definitely a leader. And I feel like you should put yourself in this position more, because then you actually get the results you want. Like I said, I feel like you're an optimistic person, and sometimes it's true that you really don't care like about the results something may yield. You just doing stuff because you want to. And then other times I'm feeling like you kind of purposely dim your assertive or authoritative nature. I don't know if this is necessarily for other people, or just so people won't always be coming to you for help, which is not a bad thing. It's like when you're somebody who naturally is has a leadership energy, it's like people will always come to you for help. People will always want you to lead them. And I feel like maybe you're somebody who's tired of that, who was tired of that, and so you started to dim that kind of assertive and authoritative nature in you. And so now you're breaking that cycle because Spirit is like, yeah, no, you're meant to be a leader. You were born one. Something that needs to be done is like you're breaking the cycle, because you're going to learn how to balance this. You're going to learn how to set those boundaries. Yeah, I just split the deck, and the world card was there. So definitely ending this cycle. You're going to be learning how to set boundaries so that you can definitely be that leader that you know that you are, without feeling tired all the time or feeling bothered by other people that always want to come to you for help. And I feel like you're a really, really sweet and good person, and you do like to help people. So sometimes it just gets out of control, and that's why you dim your light, so that everybody's unsuspecting of everything that you really have within you. You know, how qualified, how talented, how amazing that you actually are. Like, people won't, you try to be like small so people won't see you. But no, we're not doing any of that. Let me see. Okay, so this is the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. So heavy on the integration of, I'm feeling like this is like masculine and feminine energy where you're putting in both. So yes, you have the Queen of Wands energy, kind of where you're like, you have this authoritative energy, like I said, where you can kind of just sit back and people feel it from you anyway, but you're kind of dimming that. So now you're being on the more assertive front of kind of like this Queen of Wands, King of Wands, like kind of being on the more assertive front of actually speaking out, being proactive, putting yourself in front, like, hey, I know how to handle this, let me do this. But the thing is, you're like setting boundaries, like, hey, you know, I'm only going to be doing this, I'm not going to be doing that, don't even ask me about this because I'm not doing it, you know. And there's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to feel bad for setting boundaries and saying what you will and will not do, you know, because how will people know if you don't tell them? Then we got I Remember, Soul Plan, the Fated Life versus the Destiny Life. I very much feel like this is like, being a leader is your destiny. But the thing about it is, you can be a leader in whatever way that you feel like that means. Excuse me if you hear all that noise, but yeah, you can decide what kind of leader you want to be, what that means for you. Set the rules, set the tone for what kind of leader you want to be. You don't have to follow, forge, don't follow, pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had, okay? Y'all are destined to be leaders, but you don't have to be a leader like how everybody else does it. You don't have to look towards anybody else. You don't have to be like, oh, this person doesn't do that and they're a leader. You don't have to feel like you have to have a certain level of, it is good to give people the benefit of the doubt, but you don't have to feel like you have to let so many things slide just because you are in a higher caliber position. Like, you don't have to feel like that at all. On the bottom of the deck, we have Messenger, serious energy, bringing harmony and balance, like I was talking about, speaking up, setting your boundaries, and the Great Severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, and softening to love. And I feel like this is a lot about self-love as well, because it's like, and also separating, you know, business and pleasure, obviously. So it's like, you can very much care for a person outside of the workplace or even in the workplace, but boundaries are important in literally any relationship, work, romantic, platonic. They're important in any relationship. So you can't, I don't think you're afraid, but in a way it is kind of fear. You can't be like hesitant to set those boundaries, especially if it's for you and your well-being, because how else will the relationship prosper if you are not implementing things that make you feel comfortable? You know, it just will not last in that way. So whatever this is, whether this is a business, this is a relationship, whatever it is, it's you know, I feel like you don't have to do everything alone, and you don't have to let other people decide things. You don't have to let other people set the tone. You can very much lead and show off rip. I'm not accepting this. I'm not accepting that. You know what I mean? So yeah, like, I feel like you also maybe blame yourself for past failed either relationships or business ventures. I feel like you might experience some regret sometimes, like, oh, maybe I should have stepped in, maybe I should have did this, I know I could have done this better than this person that I kind of left it to, like things of that nature. But yeah, you can't hold everything in. you gotta say it. The least you can do is put it out there. You're not responsible for how people respond to it, you know what I mean? But yeah, my pile ones, I think that's all that I have for you. I didn't ask y'all how was y'all day or how was y'all week. So how was y'all day and how was y'all week? Feel free to comment down below. Unless you're picking another pile. Well, if you're picking another pile, I'll see you there. If not, like if you wanna, comment if you wanna, subscribe if you wanna, and maybe even share. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye. What is up, my pile twos? If you chose this Two of Swords tarot card, then congratulations, you have found your pile. So we're gonna see what cycle you are closing, okay? So off rip, I feel like for some of you, this is, it's like an intimate topic, like religion sort of thing, where I'm feeling like for some of you, you're closing a cycle where you let other people decide what it is that you should believe in, what it is that qualifies you to be a part of a sort of religion or practice or spirituality. Some of you were raised on a certain religion, and maybe you either did, like really bond with this and it really helped you, or it didn't. And for those that did, I feel like you kind of, were maybe ridiculed for the way you just chose to live your life, because you were like, yeah, I believe in this religion, or I am part of this religion. And maybe even your family or others that are also part of that religion may have tried to tell you things that you shouldn't do if you really are a part of the religion, ridiculing you and judging you for things that you do or don't do. I feel like you've always felt like something was wrong whenever you tried to go along with the way that other people were participating in whatever religion or spirituality or practice it is that you do. You've always felt wrong, like kind of conforming to like the norm of said religion or etc. And so I feel like now you're closing the cycle of kind of letting people dictate how you should live your life because of what you believe in. And for some of you, it may be that you don't particularly have a belief in any external kind of, you know what I mean? You might not have a particular spirituality, religion, or practice, but it's the fact that now you're really starting to believe in yourself. And I feel like there have been times where people have manipulated you because of what it is that you believe in, right? And so because of that, I feel like a lot of the times you've been left confused and in the dark, because it's like on one side, all these people are in your ear telling you, oh, that's wrong, you shouldn't do that, or oh, you need to start doing this if you really believe in this, you know what I mean? Or for some of you, it's why don't you believe in anything? Why don't you believe in this? I think you should believe in this because of da da da. Or you should believe in this because like maybe it's family. They're like, you should believe in this. We didn't raise you to not believe in blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? And then on your other side, it's like oh my God, I don't. I said, oh my gosh, I don't feel right. Like I feel off when I do the things that other people tell me I should be doing. I feel off when I try all these things that other people are trying. I feel off. And some of you may have also been going through it because, like I said, some of you have been raised on some sort of religion or belief or whatever the case may be. You guys have been raised on that. And so it's like, it's true that you want it to work, but it's like just something in you that tells you this is not gonna work. It's not working. Like I don't feel it. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel that I'm a part of this. I don't feel like I should be. This doesn't feel like I belong to this. You know what I mean? So whereas before, I feel like you've maybe have been searching for a solid place to like put your belief in. You've been searching for some kind of stability, for some sort of strength, right? And I feel like for some of you, you have truly, and like I feel like you've been in a place kind of where you're just kind of wading in the water, getting tossed around by the tides, kind of feeling helpless because you're like, what else is there I can do? It seems like I can never win. It always feels like there's something I'm doing wrong. And a lot of time you only feel like that because of what other people are saying and how different it is from what you're feeling inside, and you're trying to accommodate for both, when really what matters is what you feel. right? Oh, I didn't even talk energies. My bad, guys. So we have the Strength card. We have the Hangman in reverse. We have Judgment in reverse. And we have the Emperor. So Strength is Leo. Hangman is Pisces. Judgment is Pluto, so Scorpio. We have the Empress here, which is Venus, so Taurus and Libra. And the Emperor is Aries. Okay, so what was I saying? Why did I interrupt myself knowing I was gonna forget? I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, so you were kind of in a place of like waiting, but not because you kind of being in a position where you didn't want to be. You were kind of waiting for something to come to you, like for things to get better. You're like, maybe if I stick with this, maybe I'll start to feel better about it. Maybe I just got to get used to it and things of that nature. But it almost wasn't willingly. It's almost like you felt like I don't have anything else. Or maybe for some of you, you felt like you didn't have a choice. But either way, it's like you were kind of in a position where you're like, okay, I'll just stick with this until maybe things will get better. You know, that kind of thing. So now that you're closing this cycle, I see that for some of you, you are truly putting more faith and more belief into yourself, okay? And you're really coming into a place of emotional maturity and stability in general within yourself, and not so much listening to what other people are saying, not so much focused on having a set religion or belief, not so much focused on doing things the way other people are doing them, or the way, you know what I mean? And I feel like, you're really finding the strength within yourself, like, hey. And I feel like getting to know yourself better too. It seems like you're like, okay, maybe I need to just really do a deep dive into myself first, so that I can see like what it really is that will mesh well with me. Because maybe for some of you, you didn't even know what it was that you were really looking for as a belief system to begin with, because maybe you guys don't know yourself that well. So some of you are like, okay, I'm going to get to know myself better first and put my faith in myself first before I start trying to look for external things to believe in. Okay, so that's for some of you how you're closing up this cycle. For others of you, you guys have actually found maybe a spirituality practice, a religion, or something of that nature that really you wholeheartedly can put yourself into, that really resonates with you, that really makes you feel good, that really gives you hope. Some of you have found it. And so now you're sticking to that regardless of what other people are saying, what other people believe in, or however you were raised. Like, you're like, no, I don't care about any of that. I like this, so this is what I'm going to stick with, all right? For some of you, if you had already found this, something you believe in, and people were telling you that you should not practice this, I see that you are jumping right on into it. You're not even worried about what other people are saying. You're sticking to what you feel is good for you. Okay, that's how you're closing up the cycle. And I feel like you're really embracing your inner power, your inner power, for some of you, if you're a female, even if you're not a female, a lot of you are embracing your feminine qualities. And because you're embracing your feminine qualities, you're also balancing out your masculine qualities, all right? And you're bringing them out more, okay? Both of them, the masculine and the feminine qualities, okay? Let's show these. So this one says Lost Lands, Soul Memories and Gifts. You've done this before. This one says Fall Into My Arms, Surrender, Holding the Opposites, Extremes of Life. That's what I was saying. A lot of you feel like, oh my God, like, oh my gosh. I'm always at one end. It's either people are like on my head because I'm doing certain things, or it's like I'm on my own head because I feel like I shouldn't be doing, or I should be doing certain things, This one says jump in. Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. So now you're embracing this change regardless of what other people are thinking or saying to you. You're going more off of feel. The bottom of the deck says Star Family, you're part of a team of souls, call in support. And then the Seas of Mintaka, same potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. So I feel like with you guys starting to believe more in yourself or finding a religion or belief that you really mesh well with, you guys will also start to find the people that better align with you and your beliefs instead of being around the people that you usually are, that are more judgmental in nature, that want you to be like them. And whereas, you know, the people that align with you better in whatever it is you're doing now naturally just go with you, okay? They naturally embrace you and everything that you believe in. I feel like you're even going to be finding some people that might not necessarily believe in what you believe in, but they are like very open-minded and are welcoming of different belief systems because those people like to learn, okay? So let me see. 3 of Wands and the Star when I split the deck. The Star is Aquarius, but so yeah, I feel like this is you're going into a completely different, you know, step. This is a completely different journey in your life where you're actually putting yourself first and really doing things to better your quality of life, right? Really expanding your mind, expanding your horizons. You know, before maybe you were a little stifled based off of what it was that you believed in before, or what you were told you should believe in, what you were told you should be doing, okay? And now you're really doing away with all of those belief systems and those negative thought patterns and really moving on to more positive, impactful nature. Okay, I've struggled to get that out, but we got it out. But with that being said, pile 2, I think that is all that I have for you. If you are going to pick another pile, I will see you there. But if not, like if you want to, comment if you want to, subscribe if you want to, maybe even share. I didn't ask how y'all's day was. Feel free to comment down below how your day was, how you've been. But yeah, I will see you next time. Bye. What is up, my pile 3? If you chose this Queen of Cups tarot card, then congratulations, you have found your pile. We're just going to get right into what cycle you're closing. Oh, actually, we're going to talk energy. So the Lovers is here, Gemini. Temperance is here, Sagittarius. The Fool is here, Aquarius. The Devil's on the bottom of the deck, which is Capricorn. The Queen of Cups is here, and the King of Cups is on the bottom of the deck, so you might also be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I was hearing Cancer more so specifically, so either you're dealing with a Cancer or you could be a Cancer or any other sign, to be honest. Okay, so let's get right into it. So when I was shuffling for you all, I was also in the deck somewhere in my Starseed deck when I was shuffling for you guys. The Karmic Relationships card showed itself to me a little bit. Went back in the deck. Thought that should be noted. But when I was shuffling for you guys, I was hearing I'm sweet but don't push me, something like that. So I feel like a cycle you're closing is letting a relationship or letting a past situation dictate the way that you act now. I feel like something that happened to you or something that happened in general could be a relationship. I'm getting more so that it is a relationship, okay? Something that happened in this relationship, and it doesn't, if it's not a relationship for you, that's okay as well, but something that happened made you, I'm hearing I'm fighting for my life. So I feel like a situation made you feel like you constantly had to fight for yourself, okay? it constantly was a fight. That's what it feels like to me. Somebody was constantly testing your patience, I'm hearing testing your gangster, your gangster girl, testing your gangster, okay? It was the way Spirit said it to me. I don't know why they said it like testing my gangster, like yeah. So somebody's been testing your gangster, right? So I feel like it's caused you to really act out of character, and I feel like this situation has left you feeling kind of empty and also fearful that this could happen again in the future. I feel like you've been holding a grudge, and I don't feel like it's purposeful. I just feel like you were so hurt by this, and you almost can't. And it's like you get a reminder of how hurt this made you constantly because of how short your temper might be nowadays, how you don't have patience for the things you used to have patience for. Maybe you lash out a lot and you feel like sad and almost ashamed about it because you're like, I'm not usually acting this way. I feel like you might apologize a lot too, saying exactly that, like, hey, sorry, I really don't tend to act like this. I'm very sweet, I'm very calm normally, I'm very patient normally. This is really out of character, and I feel like ever since whatever situation happened with this person, or whatever you've been going through with a certain person or maybe multiple people, I feel like it's really had you in a chokehold. Like you've been like thieves, okay? You nuck if you buck type, okay? You can also be a fire sign. But I always be hearing Sagittarius. I don't know why. That fire, you could be an Aries as well. Well, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I don't really get Leo here, honestly. But if you're a Leo, that's cool too. But yeah, so I feel like you've been kind of detached in a way from people and life in general. And so I feel like when something does kind of breach your kind of the bubble you may have put around yourself, then you're like, oh, I must attack. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's what you had to do for yourself when you were in this connection or the situation with this person. And I feel like for some, you're no longer in this situation with this person, but you still are kind of holding on to it, kind of holding a grudge with it. And so I feel like you're taking little steps to slowly release this. And I feel like you're taking steps to get back to the person that you know and love, like yourself. You're getting back to that person, okay? Slowly but surely. I feel like mentally you're really trying to move forward from this and not so much stay stuck in this energy, because it's almost like you were scared to move out of it because you're like, I don't want to be hurt like this again. So you were on defense mode, but at the same time you're like, I don't want to be this person, this angry defensive person any longer. I'm tired of fighting a battle that I pretty much already won, or that I already got out of. You know what I mean? So I feel like you're closing the cycle by no longer letting this situation control and dictate the way you decide to live your future, okay? You no longer let it dictate the way you interact with other people. You don't put the way this person was, you don't put that on other people. You're not making other people atone for what somebody else did. You know what I mean? With the devil, this could have been, even without the devil being here, this situation seemed to have been a very trying, very testing relationship, where could have been I'm getting it wasn't a good relationship in general, like whatever it is that was wrong with it, like the devil. So, something that was not so good, but you were tied to it anyway. You were stuck, kind of. And I feel like I'm being told to tell you to forgive yourself for whatever you think you allowed, whatever you think you're responsible for. Forgive yourself, because I'm getting that you very much did your best with what you had, and at the time you did your best with what you knew. And so now that you're out, you're doing better. So you need to make note of that and be proud of yourself for the progress and not hold yourself down for what happened. And I split the deck and the world is there. So congratulations on your completion. Congratulations on this ending, okay? Very much a cycle you're ending here. not letting this person take any more of your energy, because I feel like even though maybe for some of you you're not in the situation any longer, I feel like this person is very much still kind of lingering in your energy field, okay? With King of Cups on the bottom of the deck, this person may have been emotionally manipulative. They may have love bombed you or things of that nature, or they may have came across, like I said, emotionally manipulated. They may have came across as somebody who's so emotionally mature and healed, and then the whole time they just want to ruin your peace, okay? So let's see here. We have the Void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. So this was why I was saying that you guys may have been feeling kind of empty as of late, and I feel like now you're trying to really implement, here we go, deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. I feel like this is what you guys are doing right now, and that's really going to help you out here, help you make some more steps into releasing this situation and this person or these people. Then we have baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. So choose you every time is what I'm getting from here. Like, you deserve better, and as soon as you feel like you deserve better, you go find better. Okay, you go get better. All right, you don't wait on anybody. Okay, we have at the bottom of the deck, Star Family. You're part of a team of souls, call in support. And we got Messenger, Sirius energy, bringing harmony and balance. Okay, so for some of you, I'm hearing that this person may have been a reason, like I was saying, you guys may be lashing out on people like that you're not meaning to. So for some of you, this situation or the person has really put a strain on your relationship with maybe your friends or maybe even your family. So it's like, now I feel like if you would like to, I feel like you should talk to and confide in somebody that you really trust and care for. And especially for the people that you may have been hurting unintentionally or lashing out at, I feel like you should let them know a little bit, like, hey, I've been going through this. You don't have to go into detail, but, you know, if you would like to help other people better understand you, especially the people that are wanting to be supportive towards you, be like, hey, I was going through this recently for however much of time, and I'm just now starting to get back to being me, and you know, I apologize for, you know, my, you know, what is it called, deflecting or my projecting that I may have been doing recently, because this situation has really cut me deep, and so I'm recovering from it. Okay, so if you have a strain on any of your relationships, I feel like this is encouragement to rekindle and heal those relationships. Focus on you first. Definitely, you are most important. But when you feel ready to, you know, reach out to your people that, you know, really care for you and have been there for you. Reach out to them and really enjoy yourself. Have fun. Let loose a little bit, because I feel like you've been wound up really tight as of late. You've been really on, like I said, you've been really on the defense. You've been here, knuck if you buck. Okay, but you know, I feel like you're closing up this cycle really well, and I'm really proud of you for getting through this and wanting to be a better you. Okay, don't let anybody take the you out of you. Okay, so yeah, I think that is all that I have for you today, my pile threes. If you are going to pick another pile, I will see you there. If not, like if you want to, comment if you want to, subscribe if you want to, maybe even share. I didn't ask how y'all day was, but I'm asking now. How have y'all been? Let me know in the comments if you would like to. If not, that's fine. But with that being said, I will see y'all next time. Bye.